Beautiful day by Standard on Home-Based Television Network. Welcome, Wezo Akwaba. Send the Zua. Ewo ene Jumadi Zua yede bro. Na Ghana Se Sen. We as a current affairs show. You didn't come on at the fact Ghana who you didn't come on after your social life who ni ma ye ko kakra bia we bia wo man Ghana bia no etumpon eka ho ana ma o man Ghana ekodu ne pempen so bi da bia me say enkofo tena fie hansem a wo mo kan na wadwene ye se asem ne nko ba bia ewo nsunsanso ewo ba bi bebri enti se wadwene ntesa na apa ma ne betena ha no nka se wakodi president atem nemfa no ho the next time I be fa ne ko wona bo nse na se mo kan e oni value pa na manfo 8 enu ti na da ye no di asia ye catch se wo hwe so na ya nyabotre na emfa bufu bibiri emfa ntena so na chi enye saa wa hwe ya obenya pressure isan se NDC MPP CPP hwa obi ase ye mfa oman ne ma no be ni yie obi enu a be catch Ghana for se mo fama me se ne da. But a dear tina woman in our so by your mind ye. Not still or my Ghana baby, you wouldn't ye. Obias the man obeying you. But woman in our to me called Ben Crumun Casse. Say, your baby, I drove you, and I see a baby, and I can't be moving ye. Aha. Obias just or know what the power and man. And son, why ye. Sada now make catch you be Mrs. Minan Sanaman Tony Bium. Dear me, woman, time. There is no opportunity. That is no use. Because me Toman Kofwa. Eko free to mission ton biom nti sana akoye NDC so ton ni nyansa ma MPP so ton ni nyansa ma NDC nti ye nyina ye wom du kadaya ana ye digum. Now it's a special birthday at the the former president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. And na woda niko obi adim ne de ba fa ne picture to TV no so na Ghana fo nyina ya wo she John Dramani Mahama happy birthday. Seems like 65th birthday or so. Yes, we din chene pa nyame ahira no when you 65 years enya de ketwa enti prempren John Dramani Mahama ene eye na woda enti Ghana fo nyina na wish you happy birthday because we a statesman, you've become a president before in this country and you deserve to be celebrated as the former president of this country. Yes, that is the picture. Happy birthday going to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Eda Ehonoenti Oma Penny Dada and Naya Woda into a special day at the Mano Tiena and Ghana Fulina and Ghana Se Sen in particular. And I wish John Dramani Mahama happy birthday and fankoma up anyway. I don't know. So that is it now. Obiswa Odina Woda and or you're lucky to be celebrating the birthday with a celebrity like His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Inti also Odina Woda and Niku Nipa Otoso Odina Woda and then yeah, the picture and to home Nana Kofi Boafo. Yes, this is the picture. Nana Kofi Boafo, or CEO of Orlando's Painting and Construction. Nana Kofi Boafo, CEO of Orlando's Painting and Construction. CEO slide. Arafe Benomana Samoa Ghana Se Sen Home-Based Television. Yeah, we're so happy birthday to Orlando. You know the deal. So what I say, it is a woman cry or responsibilities say we hear the assessor we me pe confusion bia ye the assessor we what you say na yes I be how again it happy birthday Nana Kofi Boafo, Chief Executive Officer of Orlando's Painting and Construction. We wish you happy birthday from Nankasa. Okay, so that is it. I don't know what told you. So now your quote for the day says an opportunity is like a biscuit dipped in a tea. A little delay and it's gone. An opportunity is like a biscuit dipped in a tea. A little delay and it's gone. Enti iriasis opportunity ne back. Na ujeja ho eya kakabensem edidi agro a efiri wunsem isan say ayese biscuita odi aboti mu sei odi bomu a so ti mu say eya ya na afo na eti akwa no so delay kakra bia se de asi afo no ebeka ko eden ebeka ko toti na se the kai way back in 2013 2014 na me hotel from na hosi Kwesi Pratt na Wednesday bia no ba me show no so on other politicians neighbor oba bia yeti anopa de ma no na TV si nanim say ya obu pan no na no de pan no de aboti nim say na wa no Kwesi Pratt me say Kwesi Pratt nko na kuza penny pa sa no num tea was Kwesi Pratt, and I will never forget this anopa bia because na anopa bia no name Deputy Minister for Agri currently of the Manswa Dubia Member of Parliament or no, and then lawyer Uswa Jimani. He was then a baby before Techiman South. He was an NDC. To Omumi and Sana Neba sat every Wednesday bia and the Omoba Kwesi Pratt 80 and Opaman Mesu Obut Pan Unisi and all their booty numzi no do studio hop and Sana Yashe Shu Nasi. That is it. 80 so no opportunity na me pacho and then agro na take advantage of it na capitalize on it na ye de sese we ye na ebeye yi ebi o opportunity ni banana dwa ye ntanta. I remember my uncle said me opportunity bi okumase and I joked with it na me a big media house bi na me so madam fa frem say me nkoboa no ne managing ade. Then I went to a media house to go and me kochia wo me koya no muhu me no so chale senior we want to work with you, want you to handle our drive time blah 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 omo kan and I'm here imagine so when she and I did na me di agro. Omo offer was good. We did the agro say me person make disappointing madam for now. Yeah, this station be action and say me say rebranding no. 80 no. I wouldn't want to do that. Only for me to realize the less than 1 year madam for na krasa if you do modum ko we echi no. I'm fancy papa be then I have lost that opportunity to be on that particular platform with huge money. I lost it. 80, that is how it is. 80 pre that is how we go. And then come out that pronosono a simple minority. Ana pre one day and some ato pronoso and sama a that pronosono and it's MPP are buying our wasu ana omo the tax exemptions be ediama companies be na companies na omo tax exemptions na mo bebrebe bubuja. And one more part say so akoba ne sa dia and you know aban ya boka because companies need your home this sky tax exemption atutu so na one can I say and so fa so biaba so why should it be so it yan shoma outline ne ma bako be 13 outline o mo aye ana omyom the companies ni na din and so e dia ba beto ha say pre sa companies no and one tax exemptions now already on my Ghana in Koyi. Also, Ghana's economy is going through one of the most difficult times in our history. The near collapse of our economy, occasioned by a combination of reckless mismanagement and cross-inaptitude of the current government, has compelled Ghanaians to endure a painful domestic debt exchange program and some of the most stringent austerity measures under the IMF program. 2. Our economy woes have been far from over, as we are currently in talks with an external and bilateral creditors, including China, to forgive us or cancel at least a part of our national debt. This is a precondition to enable us access the second tranches of $600 million as part of the $3 billion IMF extended credit facility. It stands to reason, therefore, that now more than ever, we need all the domestic revenue we can mobilize to prevent our economy from sinking further. Unfortunately, aimed at the turbulence the economy is experiencing, people whose actions and inactions have already hurt this economy badly want to use tax exemptions as a new way of enriching themselves further at the expense of the state. 4. The reasons for our assertion are not far-fetched. As we speak, most of our traditional creditors who used to lend us money have shut their doors in our face. As a result, Ghana has no borrowed funds with which to give out contracts for projects. This also means that the corruption-induced money that government officials got by inflicting contracts and receiving kickbacks is also diminishing. 5. To testify their instability, greed, people who are used to living on the proceeds of corruption have turned their attention to tax revenue. The suspicion that public officers sometimes accept bribes from private businesses in order to assist them escape taxation is an old one. However, the escalation in the sheer number of companies being presented to Parliament as candidates for tax exemptions under Akufo-Addo Bawumia government is frightening. 6. Currently, there are about 45 companies, 45 companies that have been presented to Parliament as one district, one factory companies. GIPC Strategic Investors Inc. to exempted from the payment of taxes. In total, government is asking Parliament to grant tax exemptions to the tune of 449,446,247.95 US dollars for these 45 companies. That is the equivalent of about 5.5 billion Ghana cedis. Because this is an issue that impacts our economy significantly. We have compiled a full list of all the 45 companies and their respective exemptions being requested. As a minority in Parliament, we have a duty to let the Ghanaian taxpayer who is being burdened with all manner of taxes know the truth. We are further told that there are a total of 118 companies being processed at the Ministry of Trade and Industry, Ministry of Finance and Ghana Investment Promotion Center to be brought to Parliament for tax exemptions. The total value of exemptions for these 118 companies, companies bako 45 no, and omo listening in our ha na omo listen omo side the figures aside the ashishef. But for the avoidance of companies, no name said the university and me and Kana Wahasi. Afina, your company, the book company, na program, na chair program, near Wabaka program 1D1 F request, 747,032.52 US dollars, and Nipano, the Ontomaya private investor program and a request. Into it be a power generation, it be a strategic investment, it be a 1D1 way, 1D1 to be a sika any tax exemption at 1 million assessment. Ubi dear our house or see 8,623,885.31 Anna Edaha Ubi dear 332,533.13. Today our comparison is not advisable for us to be mentioning their names. Ewa Hasi say sa companies we na abide do ma share 1D1 F as no moment tap exemptions in TSA e be say that ha drink kakra nti yenkipi eno kakra na yemfa enya yina yendi enkomo na eda pono so no ma mama begafo akwaba na yendi enkomo Philip akwaba
yeja
na pom to say ye de nyame ase na wotwi mi na be fine nyame na fam akade aka
komo ti we chi ha ya
zao ye friend efficacy kubazi we fe bi ye friend by ye friend say e wo patase ye friend efficacy omo ye ofufu wo ho ofufu nti obi ka so de meku kuma efficacy say ko di ba bi ofufu papa nti em say ba bi a wo ka me ho ye papa
akoko ya na family
akomo eko akaba
Sly.
Yes. Na pum to say.
Anyame adumo na so e.
Na hu ye constituency to say.
Oh, le de constituency there.
Yes.
Senya wa wani twa ho there. Bibia boko, bibia de din na. MP otisu na won ho modern. On the Oma constituency ni there. San akonechi.
Okay.
So me kai mrebi atwam. Awa wani twa. Na yenu abema Dr. Bernardo Koboy.
Yes.
Na obo adwuma ama lejekuku yeti lejekuku nkapa ni development programs or the buy any on keka ho aye hu ye no enya no bi ni yehu sesi ade honestly lejekuku akechi
yes say bia enya sem pinat so mo na ma hye da mafia MP no
o da bi na MP de adwuma ni sen adwuma ni so be ko parliament na wa ko lobby e di aba
e bi o lobby abu fi no sem na mo sia dem
some MPs are say bi o mo bo mo modern o mo nya ndis MPP o mo bo mo modern lobby e di nyama ko o mo mpesu aso ama bibia akoye kama nti o ka say ebia ye mafia na mafia ben say mafia sanka e be mafia obia e your lobbying skills
okay
any ejuma obetumi aye na kire but ye MP otisu ide o say bibia e omoyo
okay
omoyo mbo ne humode nti na sesi ya de lejikuku nyina dodo na youth no ni mpemfo nyina esu frɛ sɛ yen sankofa Dr. Bernardo Koboy embra
obi contest Koboy.
Oh yes.
Oh sir. Nipa bezen.
Nipa miensa na contest no.
Oh wow, for the primaries no.
Primaries na official contest na as ya can say
your friends say senior high school name your friends say nursery kindergarten senior high school school no afa ne nua keto akọ nursery di
ne bibisa because omo contest ni de omo mu nyedu na o hwe pempenso a honorable Dr. Bernardo Kobo akodu a we raise bar no so na kan expect say be nyankofo bisa but omo ni contest ni de ne wo mu ane say ye twen say on the second ebe be kwa koye
just endorsement bi keke na mo endorse no
ye di akoshia ye MP otisu ye on board humor na afi de compare ejuma pa Dr. Bernardo Kobo abeye e no nso so aye bia no nso a kire na lejo kukufo atoaba na afi de bibia akoyie nti ale juku de ne ewu mu ani.
Okay, all right, my any komo Philip mamisa se free ho mo nkofo na de krata ba bonten indicating say baby am pempenso man Ghana yakudru ne ahohiehie mu ayewo pe omo nemom de ba bonten na ka ensem fata se Ghana ba be sika twitwitwiri a omo bodin wa so almost about 449,000. That means almost checking in almost about 5.5 billion Ghana cedis for tax exemptions and our modema companies say under the one district one factory nominee at the MYN MYN could do pempenso a pesi drew 18 Kebeya and common chain sign now among your the first of Mayor said companies normal list booming needing any sika or modema woman auntie. They are not in support of this at all. They are now kafan.
Yeah. Share your full view. Also, by name is
yes. The birthday of John Mahama. Yes. Oh, okay.
I'm saying, oh, do Accra, the local say.
Oh, okay.
Maybe call sugar no pan.
Why not cantonment? Do the one I'm tracing.
That's a John Mahama, they were only.
Yes.
People's lover.
One
of the hospitals I will see and send our call.
Oh,
okay. Hospital, I say, yeah. Or my adore. Honor or call was part of his programs or call it. Okay. In a second, as last week by neck, come the crew quanta for us.
Yes, and Rachel, conform you not say woo. And right, yeah, almost the last 2 days, young conform you not say woo. But according to them, say DC is Cassette, MC is DC in Cassette. Those two people incidents no happen outside the curfew jurisdiction. What is happening?
The issue is I would say in Quantana as a month for out dinner.
Yes.
Like a month for baby
and I'm from
a month for Fikunum. All parties will be a so the danger now is that the thing is happening in the villages. Where there's
no security and no curfew near there.
Even in regional minister, or some of the police are called part of the villages. And in the villages, when you say a city village in Ankasa, maybe if you know,
yes,
outside in the farms.
Oh,
so I very dicey. So
what at all? I attended to Kwana something years back home.
I mean, said
the course of Adiana Casa.
Yes, and I mean, who be there for my for the past 3 decades. This I didn't see that this has been the first time as something like this has happened. I did someone. Oh, you who be there. Until there's strong summer with like a commenter. Okay, Yimna and first in Yimbra.
All right, you.
Yeah, Shaz now say my own companies in the D. Hey, it's a public document. When your document, maybe be downloading me there on Facebook.
Yeah, so I have my own from a media outlet. So, and it's a press release.
It's
okay.
A press release.
Okay, so it's a public document.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it will be a man and if you say me show the Omakakrania.
You don't need to be sure. If you are what is right, I mean, they don't need to be sure.
Okay.
Mishasia.
Yes.
Bema. So we exemption and say, oh, Ghana be your papa, and answer doya mobia, but this and say, I do it. Minuto and nay, yen IMF, a patch or some your second tranche, $600 million. Yeah, that's so part, external debtors, Chinese phony, Paris Club phone, or more writing off your debt, and also make some grants, send a bayer.
Say second week in November, yeah, could December.
And you say we are not in good stance. Nobody want to deal with us. I say, any time la number set you because the liquidity or even the goodwill for Ghana is no more there. Nobody want to do business with us again. And Tama, you be beer basa. Now our bandwidth 2024 budgets are already. You need 11 billion cedis from taxes. me no be taxes o be tax a few na nya abropa ni ade amenti me kan wasema but this time companies like Sima from your cement B5 from your iron rods some Chinese one is a car for issue or so some big companies 45 of them are coming in Abuma about 449 million Ghana cedis dollars omunfanko di free we share other side no sir there are about 118 companies are almost on line up no that one to about 7 billion.
But say for the sake of employment in Tinamo because all these companies have employed people are now one fact the main aim was that a be fan kofo adwuma. It may be your hair the number of kofo no form adwuma na say oboa o kakra.
Ora o be boa adwuma company obi a ofi bia obe ye business. No mo business no so scanning ka how. They have they wish to take the money back in dollars. Omo fa yankro for granted. Yankro for no mo form no cement bo back years back boy ahin. Now we pay cement. Now on for tax on to tax. Now me ankwa as a consumer no. Omo buy cement was about 27-35 Ghana cedis. This is now almost 100 cedis. Who the way Ghana for? No more producer omo yiska kese no. Omo fa go di free. You see, sa exemption as you omo year in 2020 exemption at 2020 at 1083 no. I said they thought through. It has been an avenue of some corrupt way. Be one kasa or more club no like association no one for some for and shemwa or more exemption. Now, how many companies do we have in this country? And then the companies that are really doing so well, they are now enjoying the exemptions. How? In the days now, Uber tax and no my kukwasa no makwa kickback and send a minority kano. Even hobium so be IT aba. So this is the only way corruption is now breeding. Okomuna sa Uber kana say negotiate ye bibiana say more exemption now. Look at the amount of money they are quoting. Some people are getting almost 5 billion. I mean how? You are giving over 449 million dollars as a waiver. Oh, you are not about 11 billion cedis. I want me ho. Oh, you are not catching me say you are there for the masses. How? And minority for no mudi kapa. I don't know. Like apart from to think, say it is a way to pray to make the poor become poorer and to suffocate the other companies now among kasa exemption list no. There's nothing to compare again because oh, you know what I said bien ho. Yes, you want actually. Your IMF. You get amount for yentimin ya. After ya yedika mean to na ya person will be made 600 million at least for us to be a bit mobile na ya mfanyi so ya nyama saka no ya na ya ka bom na so mo amodi e ka over that is over the 600 million yes so mo for free. I mean logically does it add up in any way? And to do apart from say mo ye na echire I mean, Omar share baby no my 1-to-1 and answer one now for no. There's nothing to talk about this thing. Okay, sir, this is the go hotel now. Go for the accountancy and how tax exemption. Who best hotel almost say almost to under hospitality. Who yes, I was a cock for Yagan as come Hama Giano. No sadi mano, no sadi see who yes tax to This is what we are talking about. So the exemption act 2022 at 1083 no is breeding what they call corruption. In the minority say there are other clauses there. We are section 14 and 15 now to be able to get your friend is saying exemptions. You have a duty. Some of your income so we invest or money to in terms of expansion and other stuff. And they are not complying to it because exemption now it doesn't mean that they've expanded our own farm for double of what they are having. It doesn't work like that. For the mere fact that they are in your country doing business in this enjoy tax holiday, how?
Okay.
By this time, we can't into upeska ready because you don't have anything to show off. And you are now doing for the Christmas and showing what they said. I mean, it's just another part of corruption. I pray the minority stand on this feet to help them this thing.
I didn't know much say secretary at the command for say 1D 1F 1D 1F 1D 1F more tax because I'm establishing a Juma or mine. Because Akufado's intention was that one day so one factory that is all. It was not like me find say the product tank of one a bayer for Amagana for at any idea. But then the people they will employ a beboa. And most of the time now almost started Saudi and the crowd. Most of us were saying say a bayanka young for being kuko say district the other is nkofo free kroketwa mu ma enkran ni kumasi bebree biom ebetimi aboa ma ha nkofo atra o mukuru ne ade but sa tax exemptions eno so ho asam ne say
that's like me da say na me chia ansa na no me chia adofo ni ahwefo a de bi omo de mu fidie ni to home base na omo tie ya sempa na omo so fa mu abade de bo mu bra me koso so ama your former president happy birthday.
All right, that's great.
Esanse nyame say nyame di afiba ko be kan wa fi enye easy
12 months enye easy
nyame ntuni nkwandem na ye nchire man so mbe hu no sene a ye papa John Ajikunkufo enyine ya ye nchire ma be hu no mpabo ame so me bo ma no
yes
aside that no mechia my dofo so omo Lejokuku constituency especially MPP delegates say nyame adomo a on the second bay ye kwa kwoto aba mesro mo say omo nyina ntie household name a nkofo obo aye Dr. Bernard Okoboy order number 1 e ballot paper no so na kwa mo nhwe ba bia mo ntoma no na bibia nko yie esanso chia me fiefo especially Amelia o say o de ne fidie na to e hwe me Amelia me chia ne den Ellen so me chia no e na Dina Dina de o ye nche me chia ne den yes man trinka enya easy say oba be kwa wo so na nyame so ani jojo aba ntimi chia na ewie now nko ya asem no so say minority say tax exemptions are buying companies are buying person mo tax exemptions no enya de on be pene enya de on be giatum now tax exemption credit dey na den ti na wo say ye mo obi tax agency ye mra parliamentarians na aye say company bi ebe set up wo Ghana ha na ne djuma ye no e bo man no na ye hwe na taxes otua no e ma na djuma na afi de e kofom edjuma ne muntumi ntre na ntumi mba ya etumi ma no sa tax exemptions no say na be obetumi ebie na djuma no wafa workers Ghana for dodo na tumi akoye edjuma no mu so nya salary de abo mu bra tax exemption no we yanti na e wo ho now aban ahwem na before say me ba aban ahwem aso mo ma no your requirements are company no be ye to be meet ansa na wo no watumi qualify for that tax exemption the amount so aban ahwem and sa 45 companies here aban ediomudin eco parliament say parliamentarians ni njintum yentum mo sa tax exemptions no muntumi ntra o madwuma nim no muntumi mfa more workers na Ghana for youth no entumi nye adwuma nye no sebio ohwemu no bibia de din bibia o mo krata asem ne bibia eco pepepe boni bia ni hu say aban betuma mo tax exemptions so ohwe nsem a minority kan ya minority antumi an bibia say companies yi omu meet the standard ana omu ejuma omu ye no meet say e betumi am tax exemptions nyomo kan ne say ye wo ha mu nti ye wo ha mu no ense say ye ma tax exemptions na omu de omu fee say omu adwini mu no sa companies ye omu ye pese ye omu tax exemptions ye be breed for corruption any account omu ma say ma no no now all these companies are buying abomudin work krata so 7 tax exemptions majority about 98% of them one district one factory or more under one district one factory.
Okay,
so basically no Ghana ejuma although ebinum fi outside the country but the moment obe uba ebe share under one district one factory na abansa ewo mu bi ejuma na abansa wo mu bi ntino say aban ma ono ankasa ejuma ne nsa wo mu bi tax exemption no motumi bie ejuma ni mu na Ghana fo anye ejuma na mo se mo mpene so a na eyemi na kakra in the sense enche ena minority ya baaye se nyame adom ye nto aba ma mu no mo ba be 24 hours economy.
Yes.
Sa 24 hours economy no ombema tax exemptions to some companies.
Yes, one
24 hours abaso
na bia electricity ni ade watete so amamu ne sane ma na.
Yes, no motumi abaso no motumi ayeden afa more workers. Is there any difference? Ewo we hu any near omuso mbe ya yempo ye ka se omundwini mu yi se no mo kan nya sa ampo na etie no difference bi wo mu ana. Now there are companies ye can e bi kura wo ha mo afa nipa more than 1,000 in the company. Yes,
I Ghana for more than 1,000.
Yes, a company ni okan cement factory ni workers owo no about 1,600 ni workers owo over 1,600. Aside the workers owo no ye wo mu so a omutumi didi wadwuma ne ho enso ka ho a omo no ye ka se ye de omo ka ho a which means ebeboro. So sir company we say man tax exemption na watumi akyere na adwuma ni mu na Ghana for do na akoye adwuma wo ho na ama nyema ye import efi outside ena enu na ama ye economy no dollarization no ekun ye na mo si de bia na akwati say ne ebinum ka say minority no eya nsem bi ba omu ndwini mu en deep omu dia ne say omu hu asem no omu ndwane mbeka bibi wo public na Ghana for en say oh bibi boni bi kwaso na echire no ba say asem na yese ba na efe ye domusu kokope ba na Ghana for nyina hu say no ne minority ka no eye horododo adasem because enye saa ne aban di abai mina ka me expect say oh minority be can so oh company we unqualified say be man tax exemptions and now company we na ejuma inso ani nti ensese ye man tax exemption but not to kick against tax exemption ye di be boa companies any o man ni nyina ma youth no anya ejuma ye nuanom minority ni omo ka dodo na ani say ejuma ni o man ni mu youth no agitate pe ejuma ene yon kika ho na say company bi abe ye for example company bi abe ye ejuma e Ghana hana Ghana youth enye bi ye na o si there bi say ejuma no ye ngunu because I see money tax exemption na ontumi enye ejuma na then automatically no company ne begu na mo say mo na company ni ngu na workers Ghana for ye ejuma wo company nu betene fie na okomondi omo ene okeka ho a se me ka say they are insensitive send them in carbon
omo see you are more rob Peter to pay Paul mo jisika na free ye na mo de akwa companies na companies na mo de sa say tax exemptions be ma wo mo no sa sika tax so mo tua ma ban na sa sika ne mba no no ma sa be kickback amamo nti me fa ne say so kotua ahia 1,000 ma Ghana ban a ontua ma Ghana ban nti oba sa sika no chembe miensa kora na say odi mu mienu ofa mu mienu no odi mu mienu ma mo aban na eya aban na mo nkrofo a ngba chaji ba no ba be sika na fie ahia for in the name say mama ye adwuma nipa dodo amoma o adwuma nso nye nyina amo gi tax free o beberebe we nipa dodo say na mama o adwuma
won say senya o ka no a o mo kan ye no na nko mo ama say oh kickbacks any corrupt acts ni sa anyama yi a o mo kan o mo press conference a senior on kan na nko mo ma example say o company we because minimum minority for ipa no end this minimum pa ade ni mpo say ebia inframan po bokeke na ade na nye say no inframan ni bo ade ni kakra bi mpo a o me ba press conference obi ehu say ade na ni we on beka ye omo ntumi ama one company aban ma no tax exemption a se bia aban agi kickback bi woni hoda omo ntumi ambo so omo ntumi ankere se company A company B these 45 companies are you see mo tax exemption e bia ba ko bi wo mu a e bia frakadam medjuma bi underhand dealing bi akoso a enu nti no ense say e ma no tax exemption na say bibi sa nkoso ni omo kan nyina ye assumption enye fact Ghana nso de ni eni mu ni say asem no o kan na wo di no kre no ato ho na ye ka asem na
nti nkom bubo company ni din say company we ma anawan na be say de we
oh no tie say asem no omo kan ye no omo kan say a breed of corruption na ye pese ye den ye di momu ni agi kickbacks it doesn't mean say time omo teso John Mahama teso no sa na no ye because John Mahama e ma tax agency bebre aye nim wo Ghana ha so doesn't mean say sa na omo ye because ni omo kan no me no eye ma adwene mu na because answer na ye say kejetu akronfo o ka si o awi no kono boa ono no wewia e na opeso odwane ntum bedi we echi mbeba no okọ enu bi e na NDC for ye na esan say ka tax exemption ya na that John Mahama former president oye bi papa man ko for tax agencies aye ka se ye bobo so a ye ntumi so le mfi anko you are aware it no we am there I was expecting say anka me nua betena hai obetumi a kire me e bia company ba ko bi e wom a ono no e bia waye nyama bia ensem fata say be ma no tax agency ana say e bia oni aban nya underhand bill dealings bi a enu nti no e bia emboa say be ma no e be mo tax agencies ana e bia company ni bi nso wo ho a aban akoji kickback bi wo ni huda eni on kika ho ana company bi ani 45 we mu say e bia ono nso sa company ya mom tax agency because tax agency ya ma companies bebere ya mom tax agency e bia aban akoji kickback bi wo no huda so no mo de no aye insem hwehwo announce da wo say ye nyina Ghana for mu nhwe we o ma ye we da nti no so mu so mbe ye we dia ye de adwu mu say ni o ma ye bi da nti no e bia no bia no mba be passenger sa dia da braka o mu nsan ko no mu nsan bra bio me de mesre o mu say wo Ghana memru nti eni Ghana daachi se ni economy no a start gina ni nan so ye di strategy plans bebre beba na ama ye economy no gina ni nan so because this factories so be kaya your first president Dr. Kwame Nkrumah or your companies bebre ni companies o ye no under PNDC NDC ekusa companies ni nyina so kai in Sawan Camry
yes
eni on kika ho we gusa ogu tonton mo ho am ne first kana Ghana ye worship blaster line okay sa companies ya sa ships ni sa anyam nya omo ton ni nyina
na ton
pato you are aware we
yeah aware
we are aware companies omo ton ye Ghana ne
who body di
Ghana ne ebi ye ya sorry aye company a na ebinum ye shoes ebinum ye plastic niama ne onkika ho ama Ghana ye koye nim ene onkika ho aye tumi akase ye aduane ye akase tumi di no sa companies no maton aye ne
MPP anton bi da
me e bia so betumi abo companies
we get hamon
mpacho o say o kasa no
no so bo ni so beside
o kasa no there me so kasa no man kasa unti e ba no e
bam sisi anti for wanu sina for ba
eno companies egu na enne Ghana pese esi sa ye mre dada ni mu no na ye nya companies a e betumi aboa so hwe ne last week ye di ba say ye ma ye for example ye be ma companies eba me ye di nyama betutu akwan mu se na be ya companies akese ebe ba ha companies nso a omu kra nyama
yes
ediba aye no nti egu ye companies e wo ha ti se company oba ho se na ebi wo ha mpaboa ye kra de ba toothpick ye kra de ba handkerchief
yes
ye kra de ba rice omo
so no normal catch KTM about 20 or so items and omaka so mfa to answer because say ye nyan hihye ye bi mfa to ho a ebe meet is a demand na ye katwamu a eno so de asem beba
na me ba ho no nti no so ehun ye so sa we na no say ma obia nya obia keke wo so le ya na o kra bibi di ba o ma na o kra de ba o mo na ebegu ye local companies no amuntumi entumi fa workers wo ha no na o mo se o mo mpene eni saf companies aban se o mo tax agency no companies o mo manufacture niama wo Ghana ha no ebema ya yebedi ya ebehye ya ebenum na ma Ghana for ye ho atoye last me see me koto food beverage bi me koto ye no me nua bema niama ma tro ho no say ase pure even say pineapple la we can say pure pineapple anyway but who kan ho na obi ade na onu mu a obo say nsuo any color any sugar nko a no mo de aye ba wo hwe companies a wo Ghana ha a mo ye fruit drinks ni say oniam on say natural fruits no natural nyama no mo de ye a ebema ye ma yankasa ye di ana ye numa ebema ya pomudin.
Okay, but that's it. Ma Philip Brad na make you ask me and share baby akoju. Yeah.
No okay. Or from the beginning to say what end who can in abuma does it fit into what the minority is demanding? Wa I will say your per se companies no omo expand omo fan crop for fine question na o your per se be boa companies to move for bread. Ye wa kire COVID aba edwuma ni ho as we speak COVID is no more a pandemic na yes ra won say aben yi COVID tax ni fear so 1% now about e-levy ahia for na eden according to Baumia e-levy ahia for bank in just say tax what the tax apart so we estimate 6.7 billion from what do you call it from e-levy
yes
you had less than 500 million.
Because almost a moon and shed that mafia and catching and they shouldn't send money. They shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that. Until they know see now the tune for people stopped it.
So this is if we can do that, this should give you a signal say what we preach to the people they listen and what the people were telling you say do not do it no muka. So but me your friend is ponko do bet me out tuna kunsan bet me force na manano. So you are not even breaking even. You are not even anywhere close to starting. Take it off. COVID is no more a pandemic. Take it off. Like you are even bringing more. Omo produce transformers, cement. Would this so much taxes I go so. Omo and also omo for mo free. Wow, now even the capital market you are not even attractive to anybody. Obi ambaso no be any business. You rather are giving people this kind of money to go. What economic sense that this thing make? Yaka will say minority for us ye hu ade na ye ndwene ho na ye nkonko dwene ho. Come on. If pass e person di no kra mo ho say o do man we mremu aye we. It is not a normal time. You know the country is broke. We don't have anything. We are zero. But it's an issue. And I don't know, and yes, this kind of exemptions are they are going to expand. They are keeping to their original production, their original capacity, just for them to be flexible. So you are giving this to them. How can you give someone? People are even earning as much as over 2, 3, 4 million, $11 million as a tax exemption. How? If you go through the list, I'm sure you are having.
Yeah, the list is here. The list is here.
$11 million, yes. $1.8 million, $8.6 million, $8.6 million, $6.8 million, 207. What over 207 million? I mean, how? You can't win now. Now, Ukra, Corona, Jina, no yellow, so be more 600 million or economy. Like, does it order well? This is what the minority is talking about. When they say, Samuba Macrana, and Yamre witness where the modest sky at the moving free. We are not a normal time.
So, how do they support the one district, one factory people to be able to establish themselves?
Say about 98% of the people there one D1. Most of one D1. How many of them has the government built from scratch to finish? Obey and the companies because of this corrupt and useless things. What could you say?
To revamp the company back so that you can employ people.
Were they dying? What difference has it made? B5. How much has government put inside? How much expansion has B5 made? How much is B5 getting? B5 is getting how much? They are here. B5 is getting about 11,441,638.32 million dollars. How much you government? How much has they expanded? How many people have they employed? What is their so
capacity of production?
Come on. So apart from association this into corruption, there is no any other economic logic about media five any idea with far. Coupled with the fact say at this particular moment, you are not even capable of doing any business in the capital market.
So you seem say in come on mum be kura no mo omo fa sika no be share ban
na me no on for covid den chair one fan chair fa ile bi dem one fan maye ya ye nyi hwi ya ye to ye wu no ummia ye mo no mo ye of excess profit no omo mom na wo dash omo sika.
But also be you nkofo no so adi about for few workers because or the size kind of catch say san for bear 5 salary or cabo mo betimi the quota tax.
So hold on, as we speak right now, all the companies that they've listed, none of them is even saying say they are going bankrupt. None of them has ever filed say they are going bankrupt. So if you want to do it, you see, I'm a more Jamisha John Mahama.
Cha.
Come on. Look at what these people are going to. Let's even say because of expansion and the cost of production, you are producing excess energy from car power, from America, from every sector. You have excess energy. So why would, instead of even giving them this money free, why wouldn't you look at the electricity side? Then reduce their consumption, capacity of payment. That's okay. More to this amount of money because of this thing. Me too suka kama mo send a buyer mo and hammer. Mo tuna hwe yankro no.
Said John Mahama Canada.
That is the point. So why do you want to dash one company? Oh man, $11 million. Why you then? Ghana, Bonnie Pampan, I am for we. Oh, you are not about me 10 pesos. Look, your friend Crawford saying, Palace, there's a restaurant that may not be a meeting. It was early morning, so I didn't take my breakfast before coming. I was served a cup of coffee with some round till I don't even know the name. I didn't want to disgrace my sister, that's why I ate it. It's not my team. Yeah, you and my bill, it was 108 cedis. And only your cup,
yes.
Couple, and like if you look at the tax component on the receipt, you will clap for Jesus. So you do all these things to do with the citizens, and the companies that have the muscles to pay, no, bruh, just you. I don't get it. Now some cry at least munga zeke mu yisu keke na benz nya kakra. Na some do nyina acha ahia nto mo sese sika nyina ba mo na some nkwa mo fa na ye den.
But say e bia
Kolebu. Recently, how many people died? 90 people died for the 7 months now. More close to arena. You know how much we in there? 400 million. 400 million. Ghana didn't have to buy the equipment to be able to run the kidney unit.
Yes.
So we lost lives there because we didn't have money. And look at what you are dashing to somebody. Tell me, what are we saying? And like, okay, can never boom.
But say bia you might see the company say do city no betimi atua. But bia no kotua nso ara na ho be kire no.
What is that? When they file their returns, are they in deficit? Now, any of them file a deficit returns.
But that's how you see it. But
no, I'm ready to file. They all file their returns annually. Have any of them file a deficit? No, they are making money in Ghana. You see, these are figures, and you can't do anything about this thing. They file their returns every year, annually. So when they file their annual returns, has any of these companies filed to the extent that they are in deficit? The answer is no. They always make profit. So what are we saying? Explanation be pa na odi be massa obrai looking at where you are now and what you want to get from the international market. Me sure say I am from who I do go for e bia nyese won bia o ma twintwin jo from buefu.
I'm first kind of my view.
How much do you need? You need, okay, I should give you need $600 million
dollars.
$600 million. And you are dashing more than you have. So we fancy see and IMF na say beji sa tax cry obi antia o ma exemption bia, you rather channel this into other sectors about me abo omo a.
That means sky me buy say kitwa bi.
Kitwa bi. You need 3 billion. And you are dashing this quantum of money simply because of your friend saying 1083. you see.
But it seems that you are not the aspect of employment now. As a
the employment side in say, as they stand now, they are not running into deficit. They are still having their same employment capacity. Nobody is complaining. Those they will reduce, they've reduced. And the support person even say, I had the numbers more warm. You have other areas I'm about to me some things like electricity bill. Do some you have other areas I'm about to and never be able to match some water bills and other stuff because we produce those things in excess. We have excess power. So instead of giving one company like $11 million, why would you reduce his electricity consumption like the amount of money the person pays? Won't this make economic sense? Because you need the money.
Echo, I see your SS power. Say you're on Kania Ntinkamo channels our sector and the Faho Krananka. Omo bills no na mbete so as your Mahama said 24-hour economy when you join the pair. Sanajo ofa workers if you anajo 12 kusi be 4 year and you na Kania will be using within that period now they are far workers am we adwuma na bete so dey amaw. In this SS ema nekora yakobi hwan dam ma eyi nkrofo gu because ebuye so na maybe am one channel line fa ho na sili ya sika nke betimi abaye nsam no no na mo dey am nkrofo ne say mo nye dey edua.
Minions like Minu ka say
yeah.
Ni ka so kanyina no wa ma facts bia on tax exemptions law. Why they qualify? Why they was what me benefit no ka. When to me anchiro. Oh, nyabote. You only spoke about the law. I'm talking about those who qualifies and all that. Share. Or ka say or see omo ayemo mu tax exemptions.
Yes.
Omo filing by say
omo ho akere ana so omo run at loss ana bibisa company run kama
companies no omo akere bibi e dey aba they only give it to government ne was for example details no if at all government was details no afin na ye dey parliament na parliamentarians akohwe mu na nkeka ho ade na ye kwa akole enu kra ye nya nwie ye e no ma start eto anansesem nyom e wo public
because somebody 118 companies kra sa be ka ho check 118 now wo mususika bobrebo 7 billion and almost had the ba be ka de sika ya figures here dey high dada
5.5
you see one now me can say no can about utility bills and stuff. Utility bills any can and when tax a company etua eno niama onu yusu one dey no tua
but huge bills and also time no chini sika
no eno chini sika Ghana ha no mra wo ha o a dey tua utility bills aban no wo your company now only for example Ghana buy enye mra say oh ebia companies are more under so and so companies are more so and so and utility bills no ebia percentage say na mbetwa ne nka ho ye nye samra no
e do mama so ba be samra ntimo ntimo no
nyabotre e parliamentarians no wo ye nye no me yi kana me kan bia me tire say ye nye samra na abani ntumi so le kan say company we utility bills are we a otwa no me ye fi wo so twa say mra ni wo sa eye mra ne ye de now with nieka about tax omo a omo atro de aba companies omo atro de aba ma ban say
mon so masene e one district one party
enye sa na me company no ebegu eno aban so hwem say ne companies ye ka no eye nokre omo ahoden no eso ti omo company egu ampa ansana yaso mu sana tax exemption law no e kire so obia kekentumi sole say o qualify and I'm ready or ntene no anse yema no tax say ndi anka me kra me tie me companies am wo me ko say yema me tax exemptions mra na edi ye adwuma no and minority press conference omo ye omo kekan nyina no na me tire say omo ntumi antire o company ba kon say ono on qualify so no ye ka say emuduro a company ni muoduro a ni muduro no wo ho owo sika se owo si obetumi atwia ne tax no otwia so a so was kan ko betumi atwa otwia ne company no affect no man the production ba form affect ni workers na won keka ho tax exemption law no wo ho say company bia ubeba under the tax exemption law ebe ma obie no sika na yede be ma no wo say wodi hye adwuma ni mu ede bie mu. That is the law. Entenya bibi sika bia di ma company say gina fakodi say ya begin your kan say oh ye di mo say ne be ya be fetchi aban be fetchi no akwaji kick gloves and kickbacks ne o kick down
say the na what say but no patch say adekwa man no itina ka sa kickbacks ne say ya check say sika so the ma ban afibia e 200 Ghana cedis
of course.
Okay, and you check your tax exemptions now while you were doing ho. So 200 nurses or the command Ghana buying no. One fan called Ghana buying. Ewo ho. Say wa as a sort of farming fund say a nipa 100. Now mo be 20 Ghana, 20 Ghana, 20 Ghana. And I say be everything I cover out 200 Ghana or say then. O ma sanko phone we no. Aka secret we actually be 60 Ghana and I be say. 60 Ghana my fair call. Una trade the one minister and now finance minister una we say you know sika sanke editu and say na editu mu ka say tu munji we mfansha mu ho because na mo boye eno na opa kire o eno na opa kire say mo na mo boye it because me nya me sika nyina say me de bra ban na man fa sika no amfa mba ban dia ene ya me matimi akuki bibia ka say ampa no ma me tax exemption I'm a mentor says can I my buying, but enam sentino my creative avenue be oh my fan crofo be say I meet you omo continue okay to the GBB kakra fa show now am won koye due diligence in terms of how much workers they have to take.
Okay. On your can let me the power.
Yes.
Say previously no. Now you need Ghana no you need data. Be a chere say company we see my far workers. Ebia 5,000, 500, 300. Data be any ho. You know, previously na companies need to me just idea. But now there is data. And data no normally ejina Ghana card pay.
Ghana card.
Enuna said Dr. Bamun Baumia.
Also me
I think or kasa NDC for no. Omo muntiasie the worth of Ghana card. Share.
Just say the back of free car.
And I make chimpu na wa hu. Share.
No, let's talk about exemption.
Please, I don't I have the floor. Me di try them not check. Enu ena Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Can say. Nyame adum na nyame nku ne etiase. Next year. Or the credit scroll system eba aban di ba ebe bua ma menye wo oh yeti ha sisiye no so okọ bank ye wo nipa bi a omudo omusika ko bank ye we binu so a omusika no kra so mbe bi o re ko bank nti no Ghana ha no sa nipa no ope loan agia on to me ngibi esanse ne sika no emfa some ye for example financial institutions bi a ye betumi a monitor na yetumi ama ne loan na hedisa or the side we eba no me ka e dey afa
data na
afa power yes okay into no such data ebeboa ama Ghana ni bia ye behu usika e fa wonsam sika wo de ye adwuma eni nkeka ho na ya hwe so atumi ama woden loan and such person no so outside Ghana aye Europe na nkeka ho eno eno bon say ye nuanu Ghana bi ni bi otukwan ko ho na within some 6 months 3 months no kraka
mortgage no
ni man e man ho kwan okita card nko wo ho a e man ho kwan so betumi ayeden accredit eno ena Baumia eka say with card Ghana card no etumi makwan e ma company bi so kasi workers ama fani o mi company mu first no me fa workers sa but say here under one district one factory under tax exemption amudi ama me no metumi afa workers say metumi atira medwuma no mu say ya e very easy to know or to see say ne workers why no why ampa ana onye enu na yenuanu ewe no omonti ase because so okase ebe de ne ehu say tax exemption e de man no ampa what they are workers what they are workers now then which means and American say then which means sabio na omun nim the value of Ghana card and our data eya dia eboa oman enkoso se si an so hwe previously so hwe yen friend example fraud rates e wo Ghana un se si so ate hwu aba form kra because of data Ghana card se si obia biometric e wo system mu nti ukodi boni bi anase we bi pa yetumi search ya tumi chew. So the same way so bi wo ejuma na ya man tax exemption na sa tax exemption wo se odi bi ejuma nim e wo so fa workers e wo so trem na ejuma ne kese chen se ne ana ote no na wanya abani tumi ehu mra wo ho under tax exemption no mra wo se yetumi di mawa ne bi ba wo so to wan tumi afa anya mra tumi chew enye se dia tax exemption na mawo keke no se me nua ni ni ma enye se dia mawo no then which means everyone say kodi wonum mra wo ho e wo se wo de ye aduma
why you free to operate in the country without country never benefit on fa so bi ade ya yenti ase.
Yes,
is that how it is?
Yes, mra wo ho enti se ye nua no minority can say oh na eno na be breeding corruption e be yese ya omun ankasa omun hwe mra ne mu hu se mra no e kire say those that will be given the tax exemption omun follow up no mun hwe say the more a ne yesi ye because all those things no ye no parliament sa mra no na won kika ho nyina ye no parliament enti no se frakadam bi be koso a you can call those people na ye nhwehwemu parliament bibia ni wa Ghana parliament entumi nye even president kra parliament to me frɛ no ebise ne nsɛm minister bia parliament to me frɛ no ebise ne nsɛm how much more company ono ye adwuma e o Ghana Ghana di sika bi ama ne sɛ me dia ma no ahye o adwuma mu enti wo di ahye mu no so tremu na fa workers more na wanye no parliament to me emfrɛ no ebise ne nsɛm.
Okay. This one says, good evening, Mr. Host. The MPP man, what is he saying? What he's saying is not true. We are going to vote against them no matter the number of lies they are saying. No, the way by Philip. Unia said the Amoki Canadian. Munjai Kauna.
I think we have a duty to educate.
Okay.
So for now, let my MS on education.
Okay.
First of all, okay, say mrana e ban tax e di mrana e. Sa mrana nti e na ye kasa asem na e. Nti na omo ye omo adwin so mbema sa 45 company exemption. They couldn't do it than to take it to the parliament. We share ye mra upon na article 174 clause 2 and 3 on. Before betimi do when sa aka anything when it comes to tax no, e say ko parliament. Nti na e say Joma mama anka so oba or the electricity be chobia free. Yes, sir. So we share your income tax at 2015 at 8969. I think the first schedule of section 3 companies are more fencing ha. The same company you produce laptop.
Yes.
We said 2 day wa ha. I think your tax liabilities are 25%. Who is your day who original capital? I think it's 17 or so. We any day one quantum kroma and also they are lower. Sana mrana shisheno. So the same mechanism obetumi da here on light bill.
Okay.
Send a beya obeyi so amom. So instead of some woody paper eco parliament following the article 174 clause 3 to get exemption for these people no with the backing of Act 1083 no.
Yes.
Rather use that thing with electricity bills to give them waivers on their bills. Send a beya on to less. That is all that we are saying. Open with the fact to say as we stand now no we are not standing on our 2 feet.
We need
money from everybody, including you and I. Internet that's COVID tax. Internet yet e-levy. Internet your boys here betting tax. NHI because of saying Nisika. We need money more than anything. You need it now than any other. This is not a time to give your liquid cash out. You have other measures that you can use to support these companies. I'm giving you electricity bills or electrical power as an example. We have other avenues. Take it as water and any other space.
Since I can say
yes,
Eddie man, can be kakra. You see, oh, don't worry. You see, under tax exemption bill, we know. enye bibia from beginning of production and say we no and I say yedi we no echew exemption no echew eye annually why you be awie taxes e wo se wotwia wahodi entumi entwia no enu ne yedi ma o tax exemption no ba nya say bia beginning na yedi ma o say je
ora you will spam my present okay na person me travel for say it is we need the money now more than anything. Now look at this. But now I can say 98% of the companies on my list were the 45 you know, a 1D 1F. We share the script it is true. My indicating is that. And you 1F now buy CEO, I buy some say I'm on expansion. I buy for me no me and Nisika wa jilo senior manyama. E dia be masa company so mo expanded because we are promising Ghana for 1D 1F. Already no, the government has invested so much into these companies. The only means to recoup or to get this money back is through the little taxes that you are taking. And also now for free, you know. So investment that we hear under 1D 1F, you know, what exactly are you expecting? Returns now, yeah, as of mine, if they are not paying. Because what we can they are more they are expanding after microphone our account. So if the returns is supposed to be in the form of taxation and you are taking that tax out, you want the exemption to take that tax out. What exactly is the state Ghana getting from the companies? And what's in the account? And no assembly na can. We are not even talking about who qualifies and who is eligible. We know that there is a law. At 1083 gives them that. Article 174 clause 2 and 3 no. And more can submit to me no problem. But as we speak now, we need she as a minor. This is not the time. Now we try about where people are asking how we could can you imagine? So this is what we are talking about. I don't know. It's like I say, oh, I'm this is the whole thing. You don't have the money. So and you say, you are in a corruption about some and then this is the you don't have anything. Capital market with zero. Nobody want to deal with you. Even your product, they cannot even raise syndicated loan up to now because the country is broke. No bank want to do business with you because you don't have money. Is it the time for you to give money out? And I say, it's not even from the opposition or from government. Maybe I can't make a say. I dream the Yabuta about Ghana. Your mama saw bar 24-hour economy. One of the sectors of incentives of Obama is Obama reduce more electricity tariffs. It's a brilliant idea. Taking this over 5, your friend is saying
0.5
billion. For some we brought parliament to say when we say we are supposed to give 5.5 billion open channel and to the utility side. Then they will pass that one just for that year, and then they will reduce it. They will calculate and then they will take it out. Now they are so asking. What's it that? Because the country, the laws of the country gives us the right to give exemptions. We are not saying that you don't have the right to do it, but now you say we don't have. You and I are still paying COVID tax. You and I are still paying e-levy. You and I are paying betting tax. We are paying NHIA. Kolebu is collapsing. This is what we are talking about. Our roads are down. And we are in the capital market begging. We don't even have sponsors. We are begging the Chinese to forgive us our loans and give us grant. We are begging the Paris Club to give us to cancel our debt. Is it the time for us to be dashing money to people? This is what we are talking about, my brother. So, like, you don't really know where the position of this government or what is informing if you take the corruption element out. All
right, Madam Philip Sambu. Ana Faye DC and then Emmanuel Eko Afu NPP Ana Echuchin Komaniko Yen when we come back Afe Yabetuan Command, so then the phone line should be activated for you to call into the program 0501-484-671. Also bet me afraid now do again chere about whilst I dim command wahano 0501-484-671 and command that on so say Ghana buying set or mark companies back 45 tax exemptions. That means say tax bi wa omutua omunya den omu entua sa tax no all in the name of one district one factory omu den establish ya omu de ye adwuma fa Ghana fo adwuma eboa ma economy na akonanim. That's what they are saying. Minority said there be so we sika wo mu tuatua ni figures na obakeka wa hana kamia say enya depa tinka be ya Omaya ye here sika no my watching ye near combosia bokra yam fam mayen adentina wo mo bitina ukrom so ye adwuma wo che ne saa sika yi na omadwene sai o mo se 118 companies bi wo a o mo aye ho adwuma through the Ministry of Trade a wo mo de ba parliament sai biom asika kora wo mo sai de ba beto so no wa hwe about 7 billion Ghana cedis and as 118 companies over the parliament no over the ban wo mo gitum pa sa kofo no so de sasika no e de ko nti adentia but wo hwe the majority so pa kira say eye one district one factory ye ka se ye be so mo asene eti bi ko ara se yatimi amfa sika mfiri dem ankomo mo kra e ne ye mbom modenya se be mo sa tax transactions no be dem be fa nipa ama nipa ho ahen ha wo mo enkomo aye die ni eye enye ye gi tax gina wo mo so operate o madwuma wo mo operate o madwuma begu ana engu ebetumi agina ana engina ana se companies no wo mu sika dada te se de Philip ka se wo mo wo mu sika dada bibia nkire se wo mo ho kire wo mo aban so se companies ana wo man mu ana nka ntumi nya ba bi ngina nka ekono ye be so mo ase no ma sustain ye wia ne de pickers abofom ne yesibi aban se by next year middle of next year na factory baku 50 yes ye wie a Philip te ha na no den no or see next year by June before the election back or see almost 110 district hospitals before
but that's no much check
or see 50 yes we I judguma papa thank of juma but we also say companies na ba wo ye cash wa ha any problem Nico say the sika fa bank now so the Ghana card akọ ya man tear rubber 10 years 20 years no tua ne kaka busum ya otino 3 million 4 million enka no
adwin
80 de eba no 80 pacho me ko tie de nkato me ba na me Ghana card me ma ne nyira na me hwe ba bia me batu ye pa me ko ka e me ni bra bere no ebra so se ye to adwumadie no so but me be akomato fo no ade atum na wa frey 0501484671 now do adwentre e dey abap now fi ye discuss e wa ha me pa cho ya me didi atem why de yan so be ka wasemu a e fa se e kwan da ho say tax exemption say ya dey ma companies nyina e be bo Ghana ban ana say nka sika ne yemfa mebu afutuum na nka yenje na o management gina na naso because he hears care fi IMF he hears care fi he hears care infrastructure I see it is a company no atimi establishing when ya den ya that's why say ya this sika no e dey chewo mu eti akọ eti still what aso gina bia gina na say sika na say e dey chewo mu
oh yes what say asem na o kamo kanu say yemfa nche omo no under the law no enye sika ye dey che company no ana ye dey che obi o eno na for example
eno ni statement is see
eye sika eye exemption say taxa
ese utua
say utua but enam wa ho odin a ensu wontini ye den ye yes nchen sa sika no so at the end of the day no betua
to say the boba so much tax waivers
yes wo di be ma for 5 years sika no ye dey ma wo say sa sika na wo betua no wo di be share company ni mu e di atrem intenya sika bi a ye dey chew say o gina kodi
dami ko ahma
abai no so
hello good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yo hello, I'm calling for Accra Central.
Okay, you got your casa
what let me say my company for tax exemption and yeah so Bola tax na ori amaye no onu so yin free so no onu so for tax exemption ni and ya ba ya so bola tax COVID tax na area 2 so no you be here friends so man see one to because yes you ble go
okay me that's it me to so it is 0501484671 for this here
yes into no tax exemption no sanet here into any sika bi a ye dey chew yeah, you are minority. You mean you are minority. I mean you can say. Then it was a COVID tax. And you can
any baller tax.
Yes, I net you. A yadia or your company or no wafa workers do company ni gua. Then which means our workers ni now will be laid off. You lay off pay. A baba be ye addition. Eddie atu buy no so.
Okay, Babe Kwaf. Hello, good afternoon. You Papa Pacho Jina na Kasawai.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Boko now Frefin.
Hello.
Yes, Mitsuka.
Mr. Kaswayano.
Okay, Kasa.
Mr. Kaswayano.
Mati. But also men can patch ya mamu ntie mu ho TV ne so. Okay, me na fa nkwa da de kan wase me na low TV set ne mame. Enti no, yewa call. Asem ni nyina ne say. Enna nkofo ka say sade eye ya mo amaye taxes be because mu here almost about 11 something billion to cushion the economy to uje free nyina ye ho. Ana almost say so who tax exemptions the ma other companies are back 45 companies who are in good standing. Some who chere wo say den kra wafa workers kra ekoyi ya. Adentina sa covid tax a covid the twam munyi free ho mayen. Na ehunu say yanso timamufuo eso ya mfaso. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, our boss. And Patrick has a friend. Kaswa, okay, but I'm going to 1 hour for the Kasa.
My papa na moye ya boa yemani na aya na ye me ya me se obi mo a waswa me niema afi amano no e dia bo man yi no ono mo e be ton niema enya decision na e be na o ma ba fo a ye ti ha no ye bo no ye ko ta dia ta datum na aye fe ye mo I said, if you are coming any of the talk and your man, if you know now, you just say, the point here, the one more, or my noah, you're thinking for everything you do, maybe my own. I'm a young man for your water and Kaka, I think so anything, no, Obia, the name of the Tonga, or by no, I don't know any sister, nor the court. Now, young. Yeke o mani mu no na ye de kon to kwa e do because amount say no Ghana yin say ye kan ye hu nyina ne say yin say ye kan ye hu nyina ne say obi akoto obi ade a wo se ne board na so yin
Okay, Nico, yeah, then I say you're telling you. All right, Philip Twasona, mini umbra. I friend is saying, yes, you're called Twasona, Philip.
Oh, yeah, minion more king say. Minority there. They are just being populist. Some person can be busy in a bear. Ghana for a bear mutrimu there say, oh, say this ain't no mona. No, and yes, sir. Under tax exemption law. No, I am ready a war. You work companies, sir. You want to qualify. And yes, I be out here, Timimuni, which you are taxing to also qualify or say, your mouth be, you do ye mount. No, your companies are qualified. And some of the qualifying, so better throw their call. Ubechre niama emma ebia we juma no to sin ansa na ya hwe so ansa na wo no ye di amaw ye di mawo so a sa sika na ye di mawo se ende mentwa sa tax be ka se ende mentwa no sa tax no e wo se sa sika no income no wo di wura wa juma nim na wa juma mu tre ndi so bi kan si oh then I was say NDC ninu kan si oh then I was say COVID levy ene o kan na yen fi wona yensu enye sa na tie under COVID levy no enu ye levy bia obia etua even those companies nyina atua everywhere ka obia wo amani mu nyina wo tua ba we no eye adwuma omo ye omo afa nipa eya sinto bi eba a se yanhwe yi a company ni begu company gu so a ebe ha ye economy no ye economy we a ye bre we nyina enye bibia o okay. Because
let me for call away. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, our boss. Papa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, NPP government move by me. For me, $1 million to every constituency. But that's why I say we can number. Only get a crowd, no crowd. Then talk to get here, man. We start the because already the fact corporate that are doing well. So they are doing like that. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, what is it? Are they helping on actually yes? It doesn't make any sense.
But also be a companies, they can revamp. So tier tax now. On to mean for the number of workers as a sort of near there. Don't you think I also be hard game and the papa bet nefi?
Yes, that other colleague was saying. He said other means to help that company. It's not just by just we need the money. We need the money. So what we might why we can. You might say what we are called editor. So what this type of just one company and the turn up for market. Now at the end of the day, what's more you say one company because it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, but that's it. Okay, Philip, Bremuna for yen share na yen yanko.
It doesn't make any economic sense. Udika, untimintia, opamon for just on fancho, Uko capital marketer, Obia no up so bobusa because Omuni says she said. Or here now only if you I think I'll to Udu Hansa, Sikaka crown over mount. Look at a company like Kida Ghana Ceramics Limited.
Yes.
You are giving them $15.5 million. As a waiver. Some company was for me and Sika. Let's say a question was said in the name of 1D, 1F to expand. So what kind of expansion are they doing again now? You have to give them this amount of money.
Okay, my family last caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, our boss.
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Pacho, who can free?
My patron, Casa Free. At Santa Maria.
Santa Maria, okay, Pacho Casa.
Apostle Adi.
Okay. Apostle Casa.
Apostle Adi from Pure Green.
Okay, Apostle Casa.
I said, you're from the before, Canadians and the anymore. I said, about more Canadians and the enemy. Ghana high or your problem with the and now our companies, only a foreign company. Look, one person in this country is necessary. There was a problem of money more. And the idea of a corruption near Mamoye. Oh, you know, man was that company said once you become the my as a starter every month, I bet wow, man. There are a lot of challenges. And you have to be implementing quality of money banner. It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
When you're major.
All right, Philip, for any sinner, many families in your
So don't share even the budget now with the amount of money they are taking from taxes. From taxation, that's about 11 billion.
Yes.
Oh, Ghana city so $5.5 billion. Ecofa near second one $7 billion. Oh, it's like times. It's over Ghana city when I say number 12 city is $32 more than what we are going to tax the ordinary Ghanaian. And this. Like apart from corruption, I say almost apart from that, and then beyond the best side to match any punk and say, or my own nishi, unisika, or be a pump peso or musika because when you say she knew Kotoku. Woman na uye show, udisika we say Edinburgh companies or Mofa as a waiver or as an exemption to taxation. It doesn't make sense. And then I can say, look, the minority I know, I trust my leader to force it. Yes. They will do everything possible to make sure that this thing it will not go through.
Okay. Echo.
Near minority came in media. Meaning say, Omo kike mu back bibi if you are buying home. Send a bear at the end of the day on be pass. Meaning say no more as it is. And lastly, now come normally you responding to callers.
Yes. Papa
back on friend or say apostle and I say Oboni Ding.
Yes.
Now you see, I best say yeah papa no, especially the a soft one.
Yes.
So mobile a homaso sana. Near may be a ebia omo mutumi kasa
e kan sa
no e yo omo nkemi so be kasa na obeka so o we mu ye corruption e ye say ni say ya na oman ni mu ayedin den ti na wo say this sika bi say ya na sorry den mu no wo no
ontu asa
no twen so wo amanfo wo ho a omo okomodi mo odi won a omo hia bi a 100 cedis impo e dia ahye omo adwuma mu enso so ogi collection so ogi sika fi omo ho yes there are certain things we shouldn't
so omo gidie no muditua
the enemy kire no there are certain things and say ba as suffer no we no say e kan no o we keke because we can say now we tone political lines and okay no say or the we no as a point na corruption and a ban we dey say ni say no then when you told like this I will say maybe onye suffer papa
right you fancy ya okay eti yadbesi ya say Philip Sabo and oye member of the NDC from the where I was saying Nkwanta and if Nkwanta for yesrem yes
and then you anu tun bi
yesrem
se Ghana dey pass
man ya yempe country
we na hu nya chokwa na hu nya
all right afi Manuel ko afo lejokuku constituency ana odi free ho e dey buy mi ko hu post bi wo Facebook ma men kana strike akra akwa no aka choko boy akwa ni sifufuo hu ne nampa hello ajo say en kan choko boy say and never be saying no for health insurance no that's insurance can now through
this tells say what was Ghana for nyina hu ejuma pa Dr. Bernardo Kubo national health insurance juma odi or my health insurance ho akoye fine
that's
see there all the FNs
ka tell me say I'm telling you so mo hwe ni ye me ne man nyina ewo online so me ba ne de girl back up de no mama reply say I go through they can you o man pharmaceutical so my no how first can my o man response say card no ayeye oba ketwa ne de oba ye nie but yeah I can phone you na I can me ye
oba check em say 929 right we check here check na share because they say o man ye system o to me check who status and the bia also so check ni here ro anya feedback
now okay yes all right thank you very much we'll be back tomorrow Thursday now yeah the Jumadina bro now Friday Farmers Day holiday as usual now and also it's ever sorry so you ever say dia share or bye bye.